If traveling through the maze of dirt roads gets you stressed, you can visit the Crystal Labyrinth. Here you can unwind as you wend your way through the calming paths of this labyrinth. The labyrinth covers a full acre of this mountaintop field.
The labyrinth is supposed to create a special energy that's healing, a healing energy, a sacred energy that, that promotes healing and peacefulness, you know. So it's not like a maze. A maze is a puzzle. You go in there, you get lost, and you try to find your way out. This one is a universal path, which is a one single path that just winds around. You step one foot in front of the other, you don't even have to think about it. Eventually you'll end up in the center.
The Crystal Labyrinth is open throughout the summer and fall and is located at 9647 Skaneateles Turnpike in Brookfield. You can call ahead at 899-7795 or visit MohawkValleyLiving.com. An activity that Richard finds relaxing is touring old cemeteries, and he even photographed one of Brookfield's for the cover of one of his books. The Brookfield Township Historical Society has located, mapped, and marked the old burial grounds throughout Brookfield. You can pick up a guide at the Historical Society to help you locate these quiet, hidden sanctuaries.
You knew everything and told me what was right. There was day trips and fishing trips and camping and Saranac Lake. Long gone the innocence, I surely miss those days.
The famed abolitionist and African-American Frederick Douglass used to come to Brookfield quite often, and he would stay in the house that's behind me right here. And in 1856, when he came to Brookfield, he was the speaker at the Madison County Fair. This year, there's going to be Frederick Douglass again at the fair. Of course, it's going to be an impersonator, but I think it's something worth coming down to see.
The 170th Madison County Fair begins this Thursday, July 9th. The fairgrounds are quiet now, except for those working in preparation for the opening day.
This is going to be the big birthday celebration for the 170th Madison County Fair at Brookfield. A lot of people don't realize that fairs started in New York State about 1841 when they passed a law allowing fairs to take place, and they actually funded them. The first Madison County Fair, we were funded $120. Well, I have to tell you, as a historian for Madison County, I ran across this little note saying that in 1856, Frederick Douglass spoke at the Madison County Fair and drew a crowd of 12,000 people. They said they had horses tied up to every post, every branch, and every tree for a half a mile. And when I read it, I said, wow, if they could get 12,000 people here by horse carriage on foot, why can't we get 12,000 people to the recreation of the fair 170 years later?
County fairs are as much a part of America as apple pie, so make it a point to come down here to the Madison County Fair. I know that I'm marking my calendar for July 11th to be here for the recreation of that very famous Frederick Douglass speech given right over there.
Be a part of history and attend the 170th Madison County Fair, July 9th through 12th. The opening day ceremony is Thursday afternoon, and the grandstand presentation of Frederick Douglass's original speech is Saturday at 1 o'clock. The theme of the fair this year is Focus on Fiber, highlighting a growing market in Madison County's agricultural community. There will be educational exhibits and live fleece animals, including Old English miniature Southdown sheep, like the ones at the old homestead in West Edmonston.
These sheep are baby doll sheep. They always have a smile on their faces, like teddy bears. They grow to 24 inches at the shoulder, and they can weigh up to 140 pounds. If you want to see one, and you should really, go to the Madison County Fair that starts this Thursday.
Also at the fair this year, you'll find cashmere goats. We visit a growing herd at Hermit Pond Farm in Brookfield. Here, Pam Handel raises them for their fiber, prized throughout the world for its fine, soft texture.
Well, I raise cashmere goats, and they're not really a breed of goats. They're goats that were originally in Kashmir, India, and were imported to this country about 20 years ago from Australia and New Zealand. And actually all goats have cashmere, but these guys are just goats that have been bred to have longer and higher quality cashmere. I looked at a lot of different kinds of livestock, but goats they have a lot of personality, they're more interesting than some of the other ruminants, and they're less threatening than some of the bigger ones. And I do all this alone, so I needed something that I could handle, and really a small middle-aged woman can handle goats.
Pam has played an integral part in bringing fiber to the Madison County Fair this year.
Well, I initially got involved to work specifically with goats, but then we decided that it would be more interesting to have an exhibition rather than competitions. So since I raise fiber animals, I suggested we do a festival dealing with all kinds of fiber animals and fiber arts. So we started up this project for Focus on Fiber, and it's grown tremendously. We've had a lot of interest in it, and so we have. I'm organizing it and trying to get all the people together and putting together some exhibitions myself. And we have several different kinds of fiber animals. We've got spinners, weavers. We've got a speaker coming to talk about fiber arts as well as her fiber mill. And so I think it'll be very interesting.
Traveling round